I done came on here. I ain't even turned the mic on. Y'all don't worry about that, man. I'm working on this right now. I'm working on it right. Hey, good morning. This is the Made It to 30 podcast with your boy Amp1Hunnit. The whole segment today is about the day. It's about getting your ass up today, knowing that you are greater. It's about getting your ass up today, knowing that no matter what today throw at you, it's just a prep. It's just like going to school. Life ain't changed nothing. Ain't nothing different from when you grew up. You get what I'm saying? You read the beginning of the chapter and they test you on that bitch at the end of the chapter. We keep forgetting. We keep forgetting all of the things that it took to get us to this point. Whether you went to school 12 years, 13, 15 years, 2 years, no matter how long you was in there, it was a training ground. It was a breeding ground to get you to the next step. We keep forgetting that. We keep depending on other people. We keep depending on people if we depend on them, all problems become their problems. That's not how life works. Good morning, Grand Rise, whatever you subscribe to. But at the end of the day, subscribe to yourself. I remember growing up, I'm gonna say being indoctrinated to this Pledge of Allegiance. It was millions of us as kids. You know what I'm saying? If you're 30, you know what I'm talking about. They might have cut that shit out if you're younger than that. But we was pledging allegiance to a flag, right? That never had to pledge allegiance back. I never heard our government pledge allegiance to the people. I never heard the flag pledge allegiance to the people, but we dying for a piece of cloth. But won't die for each other, won't die for the neighbor that's to your right or the soldier that's to your left. Come on, man. We're in a world that's divided because the Matrix say divided. It's not because the world supposed to be divided. Come on, man. Think about that. If you had a faction or a group, you wouldn't even need government intervention. It's islands. If you do your research, where there's no government intervention, there's no tourists. They survive on their own. Come on, man. They told you the world was round because they got a dome around it. And you was like, yeah, the world round. They told you they went to the moon. With no proof, I ain't bring no moon rocks back. I'm talking the real moon rock. Because it's fake. I need y'all to remember, Big Pharma is a company. The USA is a company. Everything that besides yourself is a company. They all about profit and numbers. They not about people and workers. If that was the case, you would go to work in 1 year because you make millions of dollars in a year. You just don't know it. Even at McDonald's. Yeah. So you're going to make millions of dollars and you would get paid millions of dollars because they gave a fuck about you. Yeah, they don't. Most jobs don't even offer 401k. Most jobs don't even offer medical and dental. But you trust these people, man. Come on, man. This shit is the same form of slavery, just a different outlook. Just now insert yourself here. That's what this shit is about. But it's because we won't stand up. It's because we ain't united. Yeah, I will put the bully. If you ever really realize the bully, he only the bully because nobody stood up to him. The second nigga stand up to him, the bully is, oh man, can we be friends? Can we be friends? I didn't know you were that strong. Your left hook, right hook combo into an uppercut is amazing. Yeah, the same shit with our government, man. I came here to let y'all know y'all probably heard this shit before because I ain't saying nothing slick to a can of oil. You know what I'm saying? So when I say this, y'all better let this shit sink in, man. The money is in the medicine. The money ain't in the cure. And that didn't change when COVID hit. And yeah, they might take my shit down. They might hit my shit with the little old whoop the whoop. But you know, whoop whoop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, ain't no that ain't the cure. If it's not a cure, why is you taking it? Why is you doing something that your body will do natural, but you allowing a foreign agent? Y'all never watched Osmosis Jones? I'm just saying, bro. Wake up, man. These the same people who want to mix us with robots. These the same people saying we got too much people. These the same people who got eugenics and Planned Parenting and shit like that. Come on, man. Excuse my language, man. Let's wake up, man. The only way that you can expect somebody else to do something for you is if they're in the same situation. So look to the people in the same situation and you can come up with a change. But today, you got to get up and you got to grind. Today, you got to be self-motivated. Today, you got to have self-love. Today, you got to be self-sufficient. And that don't mean in all things, but if you're self-sufficient in one thing, life is like a line. Anything that you put up with on this line, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be the same. Most people don't have a line drawn in the sand. So everything, they swayed by every winning doctrine. The word of God said a double-minded man is unstable and unfit in all his ways. But look at your leader. Better look at your leader. Ask me this. Why they never wanted the people to be the president? Why we don't get to just pick a motherfucker at the people to be the president? Because it's not about you, it's about their agenda. They put two people that you can choose from to be the people who represent you. How they represent? I never met them. Y'all let strangers represent y'all. No, we need to come together. They got a black caucus, white caucus, they got all kind of caucus. We don't want to be none of the caucus. We just need to come together like an embassy. You know what I'm saying? Hold people accountable about our people. You know what I'm saying? When I say all people, I don't just mean black. I mean anybody who is underneath the poverty guideline, because there's a poverty guideline, man. It's a bunch of shit that they got put together in paperwork that we didn't sit back and read because we so worried about keeping these lights on. We so worried about a roof over our head, clothes on our back. But all this shit is fictitious, man. They print money. They got buildings that they let be abandoned, but they just won't give it to you. So the point for you to understand is we got to buy back the land. We got to buy back assets. We got to learn about financial literacy. You know what I'm saying? We got to know about economics. It's a lot of stuff that we missing that from this point on today, if we applied, if we put a little research in, if we studied a little harder, if we did a little homework on our own, if we were self-motivated, it's some shit that we'll find out today that'll change the world, because it's something that you got that nobody else got that the world need. You is what's missing. They will never tell you that, because if they told you was what the world missing, then you will hold yourself accountable and everybody around you. But if I said that you was less, if I said you was just a gangster, if I said you was just a thug, if I said you was a nobody, if I said you was a crackhead and a deadbeat, and you believe that, I don't have too hard to brainwash you. When somebody tell you great, you second guess that shit. You go in the back of your mind like, what is foreign? But I never heard nobody say that I was great. Okay, then shout out to everybody in here. This is the Made It to 30 podcast. I'm your boy Amp1Hunnit, man. We got the lighting right. I don't know if the camera any better, but we'll upgrade later, man. Shout out to everybody here. Back to what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? If somebody told you was a king, but you never saw your kingdom, would you think you was royalty? Let that sink in. Give me half a second. I'm like, no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't know the first thing about being a king. That's why they got you out here right now blind. Got you out here blind. They taught you their curriculum. It's millions of curriculums. If you realize overseas, they ain't learn shit you learn over here. So it's millions of curriculums. There's right curriculum and wrong curriculum. But they want you to be a slave. Fall in line. Be quiet. Be uniform. We unified in everything that divides us, but not in nothing that'll bring us together and that'll change the world. And that's the problem. That's how we are in our own way. You can't blame nobody outside of yourself if you don't wake up every day and put yourself under the motherfucking clock, underneath the magnifying glass, underneath the scope, until you find your own imperfections. You don't need nobody to point out your imperfections, because what they see might actually be your strength. And the word of God also said, how can you judge somebody else and you got this plank of wood in your eye? Shit, you can only see half. You can't see past my finger. Them the people you letting judge your life. Them the people who you taking advice from. Like that. I like that song. Who that was? One of them rap I listened to the other day, man. He was like, I'm just tired of motherfuckers who giving their opinion who can't stare at reflections. That shit was hard as fuck. It's a bunch of people who saying shit in your life. It's a bunch of people who trying to dictate and trying to act like they know what's best for you. But look at their life. Their life is going to be a reflection. Yeah. the harvest is gonna be whatever you put in. You know what I'm saying? So it's time for us today to put some in. You know, I gotta get on this clock, but I had to give y'all something before I, you know what I'm saying, gave them something. Hey, today, know that you everything that this world needs. No, I need you. I need you to survive, like the songwriter said. I won't harm you with words from my mouth. Yeah. I want you to make it to your expected end. I'm cheering for you if nobody else ain't cheering for you. I'm your biggest fan, whether it look like it or not. I'm clapping in the background. I'm your corner man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going to support you in everything that you do, because I know that I need you. You need me. And together, we unstoppable. Remember that today, because today is the day. Thank y'all for coming through. Y'all be blessed. This Amp1Hunnit Made It to 30 podcast.